Hello, and we're live. I had to grab my tea before I got started. I swear, every time I try to go live, there's always a problem with my computer. It'll do just like an impromptu update, or the mic won't work, and I've charged it for a full 24 hours. It's always bananas. But anyway, I was being very British today. I got my Earl Grey tea um, to sip while we get the tea on the Royals. I've been getting a lot of downloads about the Royals. How are y'all doing today? Oh, okay, Patricia. We got some Scots in the house. I'm Scottish, Gillespie, and that's why I go by the nickname Gilly. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Martha. Hope you had a good birthday, Martha. Shout out to your 71st birthday. And Maya, I hope Maya had a great birthday present for you. I hope she behaved herself. All right, let's see. Hey, Steve, it's 22 hours here. So I'm guessing Texas is about 7 hours. So yeah, right now it's 4 o'clock Central Time. I'm no longer in Texas because of, the corruption over there and the Illuminati bitches that ran me out of town, gang stalking me. So I'm now in Louisiana, which I probably shouldn't say where I am, but I will be on the move soon. And I will not be saying my location, but no longer in Texas. I'm done with Texas. Not everything is bigger in Texas, I will say. It's in the 80s in Florida? Huh. It's really hot in Louisiana today. Like, I went walking in the park and it felt like I almost got lightheaded. Had to get some electrolytes in me. Kind of got a little bit of heat stroke, overheated. Had to sit down. All right. Hi, so happy. Nice to meet you. I think this is the first time you've been here. Yay. All right. So, which royal would you like me to start with? Okay. So, I don't follow all the gossip stuff. Y'all know me. Like, I literally live in my own bubble, my own world. I try to keep up, even with the Candace and Charlie stuff. Like, I can only get 5 minutes in, and my attention span, I just can't do it. I just don't have the bandwidth for it. Maybe it's just because of my psychic abilities and I just get the information from the ether. But it's the same thing with the Royals. I can't focus on anything because it's all fake. It's like I have x-ray vision into the journalism stuff. It's like bullshit, bullshit, bullshit. Fake, fake, fake. I can't focus on it. But I have been getting a lot of downloads with there is something in the works, something that has been, let's say, fabricated, where I feel like Meghan Markle and the whole situation of them fleeing to America, I feel like part of it was part of the agenda. I feel that the Royals definitely have a hand in the Charlie Kirk stuff. And they are also wanting to promote a civil war. However, it's almost like I'm getting Meghan Markle and Harry came to hold down the PDF fort in Americas. That's what I'm getting. And I feel like Meghan Markle is definitely a reptilian. I for some reason I keep getting these downloads she has no hair on her body. There's something different about her skin. Really random, really different. And something about her choices as of recently have kind of set her up for like completely being excommunicated. Honestly, I almost feel like there might be a divorce coming with her and Prince Harry. That's like kind of the feeling I'm getting. I don't know if anyone else is getting that download, but we'll look into the cards and see what you guys get. Which person would you like me to start off with? I know technically Megan's not a royal. Um, but also too, I've been feeling pretty bad about Kate Middleton. Like she looks like she's a prisoner, trapped in a castle of sorts. I don't know. What do you guys think? I know y'all are all from the UK. What do you think? Oh, come on, their mouths are all bigger in Texas. They rarely stop talking long enough to even think about what they're saying. True that. Mhm. Yeah, everything is like overly consumed in Texas, I find. They have some great I miss my restaurants in Dallas, Texas so much. Oh my gosh. I miss me some hawkers, some pad thai. They have some pretty amazing Thai food over there. I'm definitely missing it. Um, yeah, and like, oh yeah, my mouth is watering just thinking about it. Let me stop. I'm on a I'm on a cleanse, guys. I'm on a cleanse. Um, hi Lilabelle. Lilibud table. It's always really hard when you have to decipher every conversation. Megan's not a human, never mind a royal. True. Yeah. So do you think she was tracked and kind of set up like this was predetermined, this marriage between her and Harry? Because I do. It's kind of given that vibe. QQQ. Will Megan's fake pregnancies be exposed? Great question. Ooh, yeah. Success. Yes. Clarity. The Ace of Swords is truth. Attraction to meaningful discussions, open communication, and intellectually stimulating work environment. Think logically. Avoid making financial decisions based on emotions. So yeah, I'm also picking up a download from this. Y'all, let me know if this mic goes out too. By the way, it's like blinking for some reason, and I know I charged this bitch. It's going yellow. So let me know if the mic goes out. I'll be checking. Um, what was I about to say? Something about, oh, yeah, there's an affair that's coming out on Megan's part, I feel. I think she's having an affair with a billionaire. I'm seeing like an all white suit. It's like on an all white yacht, like an all white Diddy party type of situation. Um, and I'm getting a B initial. So that will be exposed as well on top of the fake pregnancies and something about maybe the surrogate mother and lawsuits will come out as well. Lord have mercy. Can y'all hear me now? Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry. How long was I out for? Oh my God. I swear this is a conspiracy theory. Like every time I start talking about something they don't like, they just cut me off. So annoying. Haha, very funny. Thank you, Diana. Okay, yay. 10 minutes. Oh my gosh. About 10 minutes I've been out. Oh my God. All right. Where was I? Okay, so yes, Kate has been cloned, and I believe when she first was cloned was when way back when they had those scandalous topless like vacation photos that came out. That's what I'm picking up. What else? What else did I say during my muted time? Oh my gosh. Okay, so what else did I say? Oh yeah. Okay, so the Queen Elizabeth has a crazy evil streak in her eye when she's around children. She looks at children like a snack. Like she's a whole nother level of evil in terms of consuming children, I find. Even more so than Prince Charles or King Charles and the other royal family members. Like the evil streak that the Queen had is on a different level. And I talk about her like as if she's still alive, because what I was saying was that I got the download a couple of nights ago that she has been she is pickled. Like it's called they explained it to me like cryonics, where they inject a certain antifreeze to pickle or to preserve the body. And she had this done, which there was also a dream or connection I had that there was some type of revelation or connection to the Charlie Kirk antifreeze download I got about it feeling like glass, cold shards of glass pumping through his veins and a feeling of antifreeze and coldness. There was some connection there, and also a connection that the Royals definitely had a role to play in, or they have a stake in the game in promoting the Civil War and all this stuff that is happening around Charlie. Now, I also feel that Candace Owens is in a bit of uncharted territory and a dangerous zone right now. I think we're going to see a lot unfold with her and threats and possibly them trying to silence her. I wouldn't be lying. I mean, I don't want to lie, and I'm just worried, a little worried. I don't want to say too much, but I don't want to like manifest anything horrible or speak it into existence, but I am worried. I've been having some visions of Catholic cardinals in particular lately. And so yeah, I think there's a lot of people that have stakes in this game, and they all get a cut of the pie, the little hats, the royals, Trump, in promoting civil war in America, I believe, and a divide. And this promotion and a divide in, beliefs and promoting civil war also puts money in their pockets worldwide. So I just want to say that to keep an important like end game or end goal, like not to get emotionally caught up or distracted in the things they want you to. That's a big message I was getting. And to keep focused on the children. All right, so put your QQQs. You must have weed and not sharing. The last I heard was Megan's affair and a surrogate's lawsuit. Okay, so yeah, okay, so thank you, Tamara. So yes, Megan is going to come out. There's a lawsuit at the end of the Virgo season is what I got, where there's a lawsuit. The surrogate, I can't say that word. The surrogate mother is going to be suing Harry for something. There's some type of lawsuit, emails, some type of text, and Harry's involved. This will become leaked or exposed through the lawsuit. And then also an affair will be exposed. But I'm seeing that Megan is having an affair with a billionaire, that her and Harry are going to end up getting divorced in the future. And I'm seeing a billionaire that is like in an all white linen suit, kind of like a short guy, not very great looking. He's in all white. He looks like he's on a P. Diddy all white yacht party type situation. And she's like climbing the social ladder. That's what I'm getting. So I don't think that they're going to stay married. I think there's going to be a divorce soon, or separation, or scandal. And I also feel like this is all fabricated. Also feel like Meghan and Harry were stationed over here in the child transportation side of things in America to hold down the fort for the royals, because the royals have money and the stake in the game. And America is the number one transport of children, in my opinion, just what I get psychically. Is Candace protected by white hats, or is she in another secret society like the Jesuits? I hope she's not in the Jesuits. Let's see. Is she protected by the white hats? She was. I'm seeing maybe now she's not, because she keeps digging or putting some information out there. There is something that is threatening the CIA or the government aspect of Homeland Security is what I'm picking up at the moment. Let's see. Can we get some more clarity on this? Is she in a secret society like the Jesuits? Yes. Maybe she made a deal to temporarily be protected. Yeah. I asked, should she be able to trust the Jesuits? I gotta know. Which I didn't have to pull any cards to get that one. I got childhood issues, SA. Oh my gosh. Something about tomorrow as well. Tomorrow's going to be a big day of dropping information for Candace Owens, possibly. So let me, just to clarify, she's not protected by the white hats right now. Is she protected by the white hats right now? It depends on what she reveals by tomorrow. That's what I'm getting. That's what I'm picking up. It's kind of like she's skating on thin ice right now. And my advice, I mean, little old me, like, who am I? But my advice I'm getting is to keep going for the truth. Who cares? Don't make any deals compromising yourself, even if they are people of great magnitude and protection or authority, like even the Jesuits. There's a lot of child abuse with the Jesuits. In fact, my brother and my father went to a Jesuit Catholic boarding school, and they both are severely, severely like mind controlled and can't remember their childhoods and very narcissistic, pathological liars, very narcissistic. And my family has completely like condoned their PDF behavior. And this is something that's promoted in the Catholic Church, and I've seen it firsthand. So, in every institution, there are corrupt people. So, like, yeah, I feel like Candace should be really, really careful right now about who she trusts. I wouldn't be surprised about the Queen and Queen Mother too. Charles said he will become the defender of all faith. He celebrates Ramadan. This is what like I get from King Charles, that he is not the brightest tool in the shed. Sharpest tool in the shed, brightest crayon in the box. I put those together. Yeah, like he's just not really smart. He definitely looks like he's a victim of inbred type of DNA. I don't know. Just not the sharpest tool in the shed. Attention is our currency. Spend it wisely. I love that. Yes. I have a feeling that Candace and Tucker are protected by the same people. Let's see. I saw Tucker Carlson's interview with Sean Ryan. Yeah, I think that's his name. Ryan Sean. I don't know. Yeah. And I remember like watching the interview with Candace and feeling like, oh, is he hiding something? Did he make a deal? He was squirming in his seat kind of thing. And then when I saw the interview with Tucker Carlson, his humanity and his how much he was shook by the spiritual war, which is what I feel like we can all deeply resonate with his questioning everything and like all the lies and what are we all doing this for? Like resonated on such a deep level. And I think it was important that he shared that vulnerability with everyone so everyone knows what they're getting access to all the way at the top. I think people don't realize they're working so hard, they're hustling, they're trying to make it to the top. And when you get to the top, you realize what is being harvested for that trade-off, and it's children. And I think that what we are moving towards 2030 is a realization that looking inward and where we have turned a blind eye, where our reptilian brains have taken over in survival mode and cold-heartedness, and where in ourselves we need to steer and re-navigate the ship to calmer waters and to prioritizing spiritual needs and higher vibrational way of living instead of like consuming, others' energy and even like, meat and stuff like that. Even what we're choosing to eat is like, it's so important. It is so important what we consume, we become. That is time jumping. Timeline jumping is, if you've ever seen, my favorite show is The OA on Netflix, and they timeline hop and they time travel by consumption. And that's exactly what it is. What we consume determines our time travel, our vessel, our timeline, in my opinion. And so like, what if the jerky and the shrimp and everything in the Epstein files, what if they're trying to tell us that we are the own monsters eating this, turning a blind eye and not realizing this, not taking accountability for what we are consuming, because that could be very well be a possibility. And like, I'm going to say it backwards, chrome adeno, right? Some people say that that's NAD, this new craze with the vitamin NAD. And what if we're all taking this longevity supplement, not realizing it's off the back of trauma of children, right? So, and then melatonin at night, whenever, those supplements, you take melatonin to sleep, and they say, oh, melatonin as you age diminishes, your body doesn't secrete it as much. Well, apparently melatonin is made from the melanin, the neuromelanin of people. And there's not enough beef to supply patties all over the world. Yeah. What if the farming of us is fed back to us and we just don't realize it? Do you know what I mean? And I know that sounds horrible and sick, but this is a realization I think we're coming to as a population. I think this is what full disclosure really is going to be about. And it's about pulling back our energy and slowing down and being intentional about what we consume, because it's so important. It's so important. It's so important to be conscious and selective about what we put in on our body. I mean, even this Starbucks. Okay, I haven't been drinking at Starbucks because, of all the horrible chemicals. And I'm a person, I love hazelnut flavor. And apparently that comes from the sebaceous butt glands of beavers. How disgusting is that? It's everywhere. I'm telling you, like it's gonna touch all of us. It's disgusting, but it's necessary to realize like what energy we are choosing to consume. I'm being a little bit morbid today, guys, but it's the truth. It's like we're gonna have to start really paying attention. All right, QQQ. Sorry, I went off on a tangent. Thank God I still have a mic. Why did the royal family allow Meghan to marry into their family? Was it some sort of DNA thing? I think that they needed some type of in with America. It's like, oh, Meghan is mixed race and she's also American. It's the perfect American princess story to get our hand in the pot, our stake in the game with the Civil War and World War III. There's nothing new under the sun. 1 second. Let me go turn the air. It's really hot. I'm going to go turn my AC up real quick and I'll be right back. 1 sec. All right. Hopefully I didn't scare too many of y'all off by my soliloquy. Interesting. I haven't kept up with her, but we'll pay attention tomorrow. Harry was warned but didn't listen. I don't really think Harry, I think Harry, whatever he's marrying into and whatever he's doing with his DNA and like the children, I think that's all predetermined. That's pretty much, and then they just let him do what he wants to do on the side. They just have like their own PR team that squashes it. That's what I'm getting. You know what I will say I really didn't like? Tyler Perry. The fact that allegedly Tyler Perry gave them like asylum over here, basically, when they like they didn't have security, that they were like basically not being, protected by the royal security anymore in America, and they needed it. And so they went to Tyler Perry's, you know, compound. Tyler Perry is like allegedly one of the biggest Hollywood like PDFs. Like, if you go watch Atlanta, there's like a whole episode on his nefarious activities in the Hollywood scene in one of the episodes, and how creepy he is behind the scenes. So that told me everything I needed to know. Like, especially he's connected with Oprah and all that stuff. So yeah, that, like I said, that was the American leg of the snake of child SA and transport, in my opinion. That's really just an investment. And Megan probably doesn't see that she's like expendable, disposable, that if she does one wrong move, and she's like kind of glitching out, if you've noticed, like with recent Harry, like interviews, and she's been getting a little bit more ballsy. Like, she's about to cut herself out completely, is what I'm picking up. And then she already has like this back burner plan where she's trying to social climb with a billionaire. So she's already on the move. I'm getting visions of yacht parties. So she's already been making plans long ago with alliances with that. So I'm also picking up too with Megan that there's going to be a wrench in the system with her father releasing a story that has not been released yet. QQQ, are there even white hats, or is that a psyop too? Great question. So what I'm getting is the white hats is, yes, a mind control psyop. It is kind of like the gateway tapes is what I'm getting. It is a place on the astral that has been created to make people feel safe and part of the program. That's a great question. I never tapped into that before or thought to even ask that, but it makes sense. And I'm kind of getting, how they say when you pass away, like, don't go towards the light. Like, the light is the reincarnation trap, that you want to turn away and go to the cosmos and be sovereign, like choose to return to source, but not the artificial light. Like in that movie Soul, Disney movie Soul, how like they go on a conveyor belt to the moon, to the reincarnation trap, and they think they're going, back to God, back to source with the white light, and it's the moonlight, and they're recycled. I'm kind of getting a visual to that with the white hat situation. Fascinating, huh? All right, Martha, slow down on the drinking. My GPS put me on melatonin. I stopped after 12 weeks. Okay, so I have the craziest, funniest story. I started taking melatonin, and I took it for like 2 days and couldn't do it. I had the craziest dreams. I had a dream that I was a magistrate in a jail, and I sentenced all the men to putting rat traps on their penises. And it was like so vivid and so like real life that I was like, okay, this stuff's creeping me out. Like, I don't know what happened, but in the dream state, like I don't know. It was weird. I've just been getting plain yogurt since I learned that. Okay, why do they have them to mess with the hazelnuts? I know. I love hazelnut. Like, hazelnut is the perfect flavor with coffee, in my opinion. I don't know why. And it's disgusting, but I saw like some TikTok conspiracy video that talked about how hazelnut flavor comes from like the butt glands of a beaver. And I've just been so grossed out by it ever since. But I'm not going to lie, I still do have hazelnut sometimes, but definitely not from Starbucks, because Starbucks would be the company that would do it. Oh, and by the way, okay, so I've been talking about Starbucks. I've been like putting them on blast. And like the next day, I forget, I had mentioned something about the big C. It was a couple of months ago. I mean, a couple of weeks ago. And it was whenever I first started my cleanse and stuff. And I was talking about how the chemicals and something else, something scandalous with Starbucks. And I used their app to order my coffee ahead of time. And I have a picture of it, a screenshot somewhere. Okay, so I went to the Starbucks that I always go to, and my hot latte said was sold out at that location. So I pulled up another location, and it was sold out at the other location. And I was like, and I was about to go to the other location, then I was like, wait a second. Let me turn around and just like double check. So I went, so instead of ordering it from my phone, I go through the window line and I order it, and I was like, hey, are y'all out of hot lattes? And the guy was like, no. I was like, oh, weird, because it says that every location in my city is out of hot latte. And then he was like, oh, that's weird. No, maybe it's just like a glitch in the app or something. And I kept checking while I was waiting in line. And then when I got to the window and paid for it on the app, then it cleared off. But I found that super weird. And I feel like they were like trying to like mess with me and like trying to like intimidate me, which they didn't. They didn't even get me to go to another location. I was like onto them. I was like, wait a second. And I took a screenshot because it was so crazy. I was like, oh my God. Like they really are after me. What are they going to do? So stupid. Anyway. My doctor, yeah, read that one already. I think Harry is dumber than a sack of hammers. I think Charles is. I think Harry's a little smarter. Just a little. At least he has a good sense of humor sometimes. Will the truth about Diana be revealed? I gotta know. Because that would be too much at stake for like other things to be uncovered. Is she still alive? I don't think so. But, you know, as you know, like we really don't die. As a medium, I see it as like it's another island, like a shifting island or like a room that they can peer into. And they have like a direct line to seeing into our lives at all times underneath the dome, so to speak. So, yeah, I mean, the veil is getting way thinner. And in fact, I mean, like, for me, it's really hard to tell the difference. Like, even now in readings, it used to be like a huge difference in what a soul felt like that had been passed over and transitioned, and a higher self, like someone that's still living. But now it's like way more subtle. It's really hard. Like people that have Alzheimer's or dementia will come through as like passed away for me if they're already kind of like transitioning. So the veil is getting really, really thin. And because we're awakening and ascending as souls, our oversoul is like a rewiring and connecting and like all the junk DNA. And we're getting all these upgrades and ascending and becoming more tapped in to other dimensions, higher dimensions, and our oversoul. yeah, it's much harder for me anyway. I don't know if anyone else has noticed that. Um, to figure out like who's actually passed and who's actually living. It's kind of like all very, very vivid and all looks similar. What I will say is that people that are living their higher selves is more, it's more illuminated, it's more like in vivid HD form. And people that have passed over are like more permeable and um less dense, I would say. That's just kind of how I pick up on it frequency wise. Um, but yeah, it's more difficult. It's more difficult. It's like all the souls look the same to me. More so now. Because the veil is getting so thin. I don't know if anyone else is experiencing that. Martha, clean it up. Clean it up. When Meghan and Harry got married, a remote viewer that I used to watch said that after 10 years of marriage, Meghan would be in a planned car accident like Diana. Timelines can change. You never know. I see her marrying a billionaire. Actually, I see the billionaire dying. And she tried to take on the grieving widow scenario. That's what I see in this timeline. But yes, timelines can shift. And there's a huge, huge battle right now for the timeline, in my opinion. We've got the Knights of Templars. We've got all the secret societies vying for the number one spot, the number one stake in the game. We've got the royals. The royals are losing their edge, especially with Queen Elizabeth gone or cryonic, that kind of stuff. Somerset Belanoff. Don't know who that is, but okay. What do you get on her? Are the rumors true? Tell me about Somerset Belanoff. Belanoff. I don't know how to say that. Something big with scandal in the family. Some bloodline stuff. There's some inbred stuff as well. Unhappy family bloodline. Scandalous stuff. DNA, eugenics, something like that. There is some backstabbing and betrayal from her family, I'm getting. Either maybe she's a truth speaker or her testimony or her story in some regard or some scandal coming out regarding her will reveal the truth in her bloodline or family secrets, scandals. But I'm getting tons of bloodline scandals, secrets, and her bloodline is like one of the original like 13 bloodlines or 12 bloodlines. They made like some type of alliance or some type of deal, and one of the families didn't honor that. Something like that. I don't know. Put who Somerset Belanoff is. I'd love to know. I don't know what the rumors are. I don't know who this person is, so I don't know what the rumors are. Yeah, there's some type of like strong arm, like they're forcing a compromise of some sort because the conflict is too risky. The truth is too risky to be revealed on both bloodlines, is what I'm getting for two bloodlines. They're like at all costs trying to cover this up. What is this? Let me look this up. Hold on. Who? What? The health testimony of a gangster whose friends eliminated him. What? I love a good gangster story. How does this? All right. I'll read up on this later. Okay. Hopefully that resonated, Tamara. When Meghan and Harry got, oh yeah. Already read that one. Sorry. Do you think that the lettuce scare was engineered to get people to eat more meat? I have thought about it a lot, that meat is not animals. Oh yeah. I definitely agree with that. There's just not enough beef and cows to supply the hamburger situation we've got going on, nor chicken. That's why it's so important to like support the local farmers and like know where you're sourcing the meat from. Yeah. Even you can see like even Whole Foods and stuff like that, you can see the glue in the steaks. It's horrible. And I don't know, just the more that I am selective about what I'm eating, like I only have one meal a day. I'm not gonna lie. And I don't even look like too skinny or like I don't even look like I've lost a lot of weight. Like I used to eat much more. And I don't know what's changed with the frequency and the shifts since 2020, but yeah, I only need one meal and I'm very selective about what I put in my body. And the more, selective I am, the more psychic I am. It's almost like having x-ray vision. I can see through stuff. And I'll get grossed out. Like whenever, like I had to use the bathroom at Cane's, Raising Cane's, that chicken place. It smelled awful. I just went to use the restroom. It smelled like chemicals, like just burning chemicals. I was like, how do people eat this stuff? How do people eat these French fries? Like even the French fries at McDonald's, it's like it's disgusting. When you really detox your body from it and you walk into those places, it does not even smell like food. It smells like burning plastic. And so yeah, and it's like it's like slowly glitching people out, in my opinion. I think also, even the onion, that was another thing. Onions, okay, like I'll put organic purple onions in water and like rinse them, and the water is completely like purple. Like I feel like the onions aren't really, they're like dyed. I think a lot of our produce is fake, unfortunately. Yeah. Hydroponic gardens, if you can. But then, I mean, the salmonella scares, I mean, that's always a constant thing. There's always something in the spinach. There's always something in the, produce. Yeah. I mean, Walmart apparently is all synthetic meat now, lab grown meat. And all the ice cream is like called frozen treats now, legally. So, yeah, if you're shopping at Walmart, good luck to you because, yeah, they're trying to kill you, in my opinion. Is Prince William's real father Juan Carlos of Spain? What an interesting question. Yeah. I don't know how though. You would think that these things are really bloodline like tracked, but I think Prince Charles, or I keep calling him Prince Charles, King Charles definitely looks exactly like his mother, Elizabeth. They have like the exact same face. But something with Prince William, there was a deal made for money, and this is the Sun card. So fascinating. Are Kate and William related? Did they use surrogates for their children as well? No, they are not related. I don't think for two of her children she used a surrogate. I think the last one possibly was. Or there was some DNA hybrid switch up with the third one. That third, is it Louis, the third child? I think he's going to grow up to be gay. There's nothing wrong with that. But I think he's going to grow up to be gay. And there's going to be a huge scandal around that. That's what I immediately picked up. I don't know if any other psychic has picked that up, but I saw that a real, like, it was so strong. I don't know how. I don't know why. But that's what I saw in the future. It was like the movie just unfolded very quickly. I don't know anything about the third child, and I would hate to be skeptical about, like, you know, whatever his preferences is fine, right? But it was so strong, and it like just popped out at me. Somerset Belknap is related to Queen Elizabeth II, a cousin, I believe. Oh, well, that makes sense then. Rumored to be heavily involved with the dark arts. Yeah, I think there's a lot of incest going on there with her. And something revealed with the DNA bloodline of two incestuous deals made, something like that, eugenics. Like I said, I was picking up on a lot of Queen Elizabeth, like cryonics and like DNA, like hybrid stuff. There's like been a lot of experimentation that they've paid for. A lot of investment the family has made. And I think that's where maybe Somerset Belknap is related. There's, yeah, DNA hybrid stuff. That's what I'm picking up. Hi, Richard. Thanks for subscribing. Yes, like, share, subscribe. They're trying to silence me and shadow ban me. So y'all help out. Thank God William Harry looks like their mom. There's also always been rumors that Juan Carlos was William's father. As William got older, he started to look like Juan Carlos. Yeah, I mean, he definitely looks more like Diana, in my opinion. I don't think Harry looks like Diana. I think Harry looks like that redhead that's rumored to have, I don't know his name, that was rumored to have an affair with Diana. Hi, Jazzy. Tamara, you believe the same about Louis? Yeah. There's something, he's going to have a very colorful media presence when he's an adult or young adult. When he's in his 20s, I feel. He's going to be like the new Harry, the bad boy, with a lot of scandals to be covered up. All right, let's see if we can get anything else. Ask me some more questions about Meghan. Yeah, I just heard Meghan's about to get iced out in some regards. She's made some deal with some children. They're gonna have no problem throwing her under the bus, the royal bus. Also, I'm seeing maybe she might lose some land, property, or rights to a house in America. Yeah, they're getting divorced, separated. That's what I'm picking up. Her and Harry are going to get divorced. And Harry's probably going to get the kids. James Hewitt, redhead. Yeah. Thanks for that, Steve. Prince Louis is so funny. He's quite the character. He doesn't tell the party lines. So funny to watch. James Hewitt was the affair with Diana, but I believe Harry's father was the Earl of Pembroke. Sounds also dignified and posh. I don't know. Us Irish don't like the royal family. Yeah, I don't know why the Americans are so obsessed with the royals. I guess because we don't have any, but it's such a controversial topic whenever people from the UK talk about it. It's always they get annoyed with taxes and things like that, or whatever they have to shell out to the royals has always been the overall consensus as an American outsider looking in, I find. Oh, yeah. I think that's the story. Yes. I feel James Hewitt is Harry's father. How old is Meghan? I believe she's been lying about her age for a while. Has Meghan been lying about her age? Yes. Was she in her 40s when she got married to Prince Harry? Yes. And look, it's the lying card. I saw my mind's eye 41 when she got married. Close to 41. I don't know. You know what's so crazy is I'm seeing Princess Diana in my third eye, like right now. Like she just like popped in. She's talking about when Harry was 12 years old. There's something. I don't know how old Harry was when Princess Diana died, but there's something about when he was 12 years old, a meeting with a man, that something can be tracked online and tracked back to that affair. What? It's crazy. And also another meeting when he was 17, right? When he was right before he turned 18. What? That was unexpected. Also, something about someone with an M name that created the meeting, that set up the meeting. It feels like a PR, some type of official or royal official, PR team person. That was also a friend of Diana's. What? Crazy. 11. Yeah, I don't know. What happened? What happened when he was 11 or 12? I don't know. Like, so weird. So, like, it's still so weird that I can talk to dead people or see, like, Princess Diana in my mind's eye. I'm like, what? This is wild. Also, I'm seeing something about a vineyard. A meeting near a vineyard or on a vineyard. Also, there's a Pisces energy connected to this meeting. Let me look up. Is Prince? Okay, so Prince Harry's a Virgo. Something connected to a Pisces for some reason. Okay, what's Megan's? Is Megan also a Virgo? She seems like, oh, she's a Leo. That makes sense. Oh, God. A Leo and a Virgo. Never in my life have I seen that work out. There's something about Pisces energy. I don't know where this is coming up from. Third party, maybe. Pisces energy is the big one. Harry was 11 when she passed. Okay. So there's something about when he was 12, his father, there was a meeting, there's a vineyard, and maybe his father's a Pisces, or there's a Pisces energy that is in as a third party in this scenario with Megan, and I don't know. Is the Pisces a third party energy? No, it's the Pisces is connected to his father situation and the meeting that happened when he was 12. Okay, there we go. Anything else you can tell us about Meghan and Prince? I mean, not Meghan and Prince William. Prince William and Kate. They're trying to use Kate Middleton for some type of like charity goodwill tour situation to clean up the act of the royal family. It's not going to go well. Maybe is she going to stand up to it? Yeah, she might stand up to it or not play along and make them. I don't think she's going to rock the boat like Meghan does. I think she's too threatened or too mind controlled, or like they intimidate her way too much. But she will stand up to their threats or to their control in like passive aggressive ways, in a much smarter way is what I'm picking up. She will be trying to remove the chains and the bondage that they're trying to place her in with this new career coming up this year. There's like some new position or title they're trying to put on her. It's almost like they're trying to get her out of the way to go like for an entire year. So she'll be like on this tour, like doing press so that they can't be bothered with her. That's what I'm getting. And it's something to do maybe with cancer, the big C, something to do with health and like cancer survivors, the big C, something like that. Let me see. This is a great question. Did Kate Middleton really have cancer? Okay, yeah, she really did. Was the C planted or like caused intentionally? Yeah, I think it was like caused intentionally. Alrighty, guys. Well, we're coming up. We've almost been live for like 1 hour and 15 minutes, 1 hour and 12 minutes. Any more questions? Hi, Jess. I've just turned into your feed on the royal family. Are you able to see if Charles had a hand in Diana's death? Great question. You know what? I got to know it was Queen Elizabeth more so. Didn't like her. She was stealing the spotlight. That's what I'm picking up. I think maybe Charles went along with it because obviously maybe he knew that she was like the people's princess, right? Gained too much popularity, but I do believe they just didn't like how popular she was, and the queen really didn't like that, is what I'm picking up. I got mother energy. The Queen of Cups in reverse is who's responsible for calling that hit. Alrighty, guys. Well, y'all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. Thanks for coming and sharing this time with me, this gossip, and this tea. Love y'all. Bye. Leave a comment below.